The HalfTrend 1, 2, 3, 4 setup. You've seen the golden wick. You've seen the HalfTrend engulf. Now what we're going to look at is something called HalfTrend 1, 2, 3, 4. This is probably a setup that you are very familiar with, because it's taught and showed out there. They just don't show you where you should take them, most of them. This is a way to do it in a correct way. And again, I'm going to start here. You could take any section of the chart. You can go back in history and so on as well, or forward. It's not cherry picking, it's just because it's easier because we are here and market is open and we are here right now. Right? Everything I show is up to you, to pro to yourself. Not trust what I tell you, because how I trade and you trade is different. Now, what you should pay attention to, this is a golden wick entry, right? You take this trade, it pull back, go into consolidation, still holding your trade, and wonder what is going on. What you should do now is you should take the line on this one. This is the highest structure point of this up and down here. And when this happens here, we will have to do it like this, so I can reach, do it like this. Okay, so when we're here, we see how this moves up, down, and breaks away with a clear bullish candle like this, right? This is super important. Pay attention, because you will see this many times, and many of them will not be so good, and others will be always pretty much in the money because you are following your rules and you are educating what you're doing. So what we're going to do now, we're going to mark this up with 1. This is the bottom of it. This is leg 1. Leg 2 happens above HalfTrend. So it started actually here, and then there, and then there. Remember, when you're live trading, this is a different scenario then, right? So this was the highest candle we reached before we could break down the HalfTrend again. So guess what? We are now on step 3. There. Step 3 can never go below 1. It must be between 1 and 2, like an ABC, where if you know what that is. And if you look at the video that you will get after this webinar, possibly tomorrow, Saturday, you can learn much more about waves. It's a 2-hour video with chapters that you can check out, the things that you want to repeat. So you have a recorded version of it, and also this version is recorded, and so you have a lot of study material. So if you don't get everything here tonight, totally fine. I don't expect anyone to get everything that we show, right? Because trading is something you must educate yourself into, but if you learn it in what I consider to be a proper way, then you have better chance to survive. So what you see here is everything that happens between 1 and 2 is leg 1, right? Between 2 and 3 is leg 3. So if this was going sideways here, every wick up and down, doesn't matter if the highest, lowest, and so on, is a problem. It's a structure problem, right? So you must always put the line on the highest wick before it breaks down to number 3. Right? When number 3 happens, many times down here you can find golden wicks, other patterns, and so on. But since the golden wick here wouldn't be the lowest price, you must apply 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see, we have an entry method for all different scenarios in the market, because they can look different. Sometimes it's just a clean golden wick like this one. Sometimes this is not a golden wick, but it becomes a 1, 2, 3, 4. and so on. So, right? So you can use this in combination with what you are doing already, but understanding this is super powerful. So you see this candle that breaks, takes out the entire wick structure here of the both the number 2 and the so-called number 4 area, but number 4 is actually the break, right? This breaking candle, this is important, this breaking candle should have a body larger than 50% compared to its wicks. Okay? It should be as clean mow as possible, because we are not concerned not entering down here and here in this case. We want to see that we don't go into a fight here, because there are enough people fighting here. We want to have a clean mow, and we want it to go away. And when we do that, the risk on this trade will make you trade smaller lot sizes, because you must have your stop below number 3. If you find a method to put your stop below the HalfTrend's lowest, do that. I repeat this because I don't tell you how you should be trading. You decide how you trade. I just give you the information that you can use to make it as good as possible within the knowledge base I have and you will have, right? To see how that happens, okay? And we come from a 3-wave down, it happens here. We go 3 waves up. See this one? It's not a golden wick. It's not a HalfTrend engulf, that's for sure. What does it do? Let us repeat this one. Number 1. Same thing as bottom here, now it becomes a top. Number 2 goes below. It's actually this wick here, that's fine. But in this case, it also did a break of with a body there. It's a much smaller one, but that's cool. Number 3 goes above again, right? And I stole this one. Sorry, shouldn't be doing that. Need to know where it is. There. And we should also have number 4, of course. That's the break candle there. Comes a lot of numbers. And here you have number 4. Somewhere there, right? 1 below, 2 above, 3, and the number 2, all mess, sideways or wicks or whatever it is, you want to break. And here you can argue, should you wait for a close body below it, or is the wick actually okay? You need to test that. There is no right or wrong. You could take the next one, of course, but your risk is still the same. Stop at number 3. This will be your risk. And then try to take one range more down here. This one will be much easier to take, but it's also maybe a higher risk, because sometimes it's not, like in this case, right? We do the 1, 2, 3, 4 because we had nothing at the top of the wave 3 in the up wave 3. We have 1, 2, 3 on the HalfTrend. Exactly what we are looking for. That's an opportunity. We are in an uptrend, but now we went 3 waves down. This is good points. This is good money into your account. The more you understand, the more trades you will have, and the more solid future you will see. Right? And here we move down 3. This is not the golden wick. This is not an engulf HalfTrend. So again, this is traded by many traders. This 1, 2, 3, 4, and they may use another EMAs, HalfTrend, whatever. That's many times why they work so well, because many people are using them, right? You're just following them with another system, or with the HalfTrend here. So look at this one. Every trader want to enter here and here, right? Or not every trader, not me. I want to confirm it before it happens. So we do this again. We should have done that here. There's a line. We need to break that one, or at least wicks it. Same thing here. 1, 2, 3. What is your top candle? It's there. What is the breaking candle? Is it more than 50% compared to its wicks? Yes, it is. Not the most solid one, but it's still within the criteria for our rules. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Here you can also consider it to be a golden wick, since this candle is inside of this one. I showed that one in the golden wick video, by the way, if you want to go back, check this later. So you could have entered already here, higher risk, but there's also less stop loss, of course. But this one, from here to here, is your risk. Now I want you to look at this, because this may look like a terrible entry, right? But you are a robot, you are a trader, you should follow your rules. That's the only thing you should do. If your stop was here, how many times did the market come down, take out your trade here? None, right? Instead it went up here. So even if you enter here, there is a lot of pain here, but you managed to get out in a good shape, because you followed rules that we set up, that we have done hundreds, if not thousands of times, and log this, put in data so you don't have to. And that's why you're here tonight. That's the benefit being here. Listening to this, understand the rules, and I tried to take it down to a level that is so easy to understand, that so everyone can, with some practice, actually do this. Okay, so we go 1, 2, and 3 up. This is a golden wick. We could be trading it as a golden wick, absolutely, right? But you could also do it's a top candle, it's a bottom candle, market goes above the half trend, market do what? This is the lowest wick of the 2 area, because this is number 2, right? And so we must take this one. And again, remember when we were doing waves, I told you something about this one that didn't do 2 waves down. There's a good reason for it. And we're coming to that when we talk about trend lines. In this situation here, when you see those bodies here taking out, again, you need to test this. Is this profitable for you? Then you do that. Because you see, if you were entering here and stop here, this range would be easily 1-1, right? But again, I recommend you to start with taking trades where number 2 has been broken by number 4. I just show you opportunities. Whoops. Not that one. Thank you very much. Okay. Take this one instead then. Something overlapping. So this one is number 4, right? This is number 4. From here to here, right? And this trade, if you hold it, you will see it will be stopped out there. Okay? That happens. So, and this setup here is not 3 ways down. So how can we then use the 1, 2, 3 or the golden wick again? And we come to that. I want you to remember this area, right? Knowledge is everything in your trading. And if you understand this, when and what you should implement a specific thing that you know about, you will have no problem to trade well in these markets. But it doesn't happen tonight, probably not tomorrow, maybe a week from now if you're good at this, maybe a month, a year. But isn't that better than never? That's how I see it. You already know how many years I've been in this industry, yes. And all the data logs I done, about 99% of the time when I try to find something, I want to find this little small piece of information. 99% will fail, the 1% won't, and that 1% is in your journal, and that's the thing that you take with you to become a professional trader, meaning you are paid for your knowledge in what you're doing on the chart, right? So if you were taking this 1, 2, I won't mark it up now because now you know how to do that. Bottom 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this breaking candle breaking all wicks of the number 2? Because this was 1, this was 2. All breaking all number 2s, right? Yes. Is the body larger than 50% compared to the wick of this candle? Yes. Where should you put your stop? Below 3, right? Or you can use the bottom if you want to. If it's a small trade, if it's a small time frame, if you can afford it, cool, no problem. The more, mostly the better. But number 3 is what I logged and what I check, and that works. And what market do? Pull back to half trend. Took some hours here, and then there you have it. Rewarded for your knowledge, for what you did, you followed your rules. Okay? Now we're going to check something more. That's why it's important to listen to this. This was your half trend engulf sell, right? Now we talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Look at this one. This is a very good schoolbook example. Let us move the 1 to here. The 2 to here. 3 here. 4 never happened. First of all, you didn't have 3 ways down, so you broke that rule if you took this trade, right? Okay. If you still take it, that's up to you. If you log it and it works, well, do that. See here, number 1, number 2 is the candle that goes above half trend, went sideways and did this massive wick up. And that massive wick, when it closes, becomes also the first number 3 candle. And to be a number 4, what do we need to clean or clear? This one. Do you see any candle breaking this line with the body larger 50% or more? No, because it never did that. It doesn't stay within your rules. You shouldn't be taking it for a good reason because it kept dropping, right? See that? Okay, let us remove all these numbers now. There. Remember, this is recorded. You can watch this as many times as you want later. Number 1, we come down here, right? Now, again, remember what I said about live trading. You say, oh, well, it's what level 1, level 2, level 3. Oh, great, now I'm going to go bullish here. So you put in your 1 here, say, all right, this one is great. I'm going to trade that one. We must be allowed to do mistakes. No one in this world do a job or education without mistakes. Remember that. And it's better to reach your goal in the future than not reach it at all. So why do I do not put a number 4 here? It broke it, right? Because the breaking candle, this yellow here, or this gold one here, it broke the wicks or didn't. It didn't. A lot of things told me that this was a weak setup, should not be taking it, because as you see, if you do it like this, you had your 1, you had your 2, you had your 3, You will put your line here because this is number 2. So we do that. Meaning, if we break this one with a candle that is 50% more body than wick, we could buy. See this wick? It's more than 50%. It's not a trade. Do you want to know a secret? I took this one because I was trigger happy. Everyone do mistakes, right? But it was not within our rules. We should clearly avoid it. And when the market is doing like this, chances for us to do our 1, 2 clean wave, 3 down, then comes the real one, or it may just continue. I mean, this may be a huge downtrend, but as you know, market goes up and down when we're doing that. So we can still, as long as we trade with our rules in place, do this. But again, another 1, 2, 3, but no 4. And what happens? It created a contraction here now. And we are not come to contraction yet. We will. But this was not the 1, 2, 3, 4 buy trade. Saved money, saved one loss. Not for me, but for you, if you do it per the book. I'm not afraid of losses, simply because I know I win much more than I lose. So that's a loss, but well, next time it may be a big runner or something that actually goes much better than this one, at least. So that is the 3-wave HalfTrend 1, 2, 3